In Tools, Application Integration, we have an option to explore the BAPIs folder of the SAP ERP to which we want to connect and then import the BAPIs we're interested in. First of all, we must enter the connection data. We can test the connection, and then by pressing OK, we open the interface of the GeneXus ERP connector for SAP. We can see that it shows the same tree that is used from inside the ERP. The BAPI of materials is inside the node Logistics General, Logistics Basic Data, Material Master. If we cannot recall the location in the tree, we can filter directly by name of the business object. Let's get back to the tree structure. Position for materials, we can see that the data is offered in 3 tabs. One with the BAPI documents, another one that shows the attributes that comprise the business object and its key fields, and the other one provides general information on the object. If we expand the node, we will see all the events of the business object made available by the BAPI. They're divided into 2 types, class and instance events. Later, we will see what this information may be useful for. Between the events is the getList, which returns the list of materials according to the filters passed by parameter. The parameters required by the method are shown on the Detail tab, including their types and whether they're input or output parameters. An interesting functionality is that we can test the method prior to importing it in GeneXus. Here's the list of parameters. There are 10. Those with white backgrounds are input, and the ones with gray backgrounds are output. In the 5th parameter, we will enter filters on the materials to be recovered. It's a structured parameter with 4 fields. We can see that we may enter a range of material numbers and specify if we want to return with the materials complying with the selection criteria, inclusive, or those that are non-compliant, exclusive. And also the filter type desired, whether we want those inside the range, those outside the range, and so on. We may also enter only the value for the from, for example, the asterisk wildcard, and we can request the materials containing that pattern, the Contain Pattern option, CP, selecting the I for inclusive. If we use E, we would be referring to the supplement, that is, those that do not contain that pattern. We then confirm and execute. We will then have the out parameters loaded. The first mat number list is the one containing the list of materials. The second one will contain the warning and error messages produced. The messages produced by the methods are of the types A, abort, E, error, W, warning, I, info, and S, success. There were none. We've already tested the method, and now we want to import the BAPI corresponding to the business object with this method. We select it and request it be imported. Here we indicate the prefix with which we want the object to be imported in GeneXus. And here the module inside GeneXus where it'll be located. If there's none, we can create it. Upon confirming, we import everything necessary in GeneXus. If we take a look at the GeneXus output window showing the transactions as they take place and their status, we can see that the import included data types: an object, SAP material, and another object, apart from creating the enterprise module. If we go to the View folder, we can see the enterprise module filled with objects that are structured data types meant to reflect the structure of the method's parameters that we decided to import. And we can see 2 external objects. SAP material acts as the BAPI material. If we open the object, we will see that it comprises the material property corresponding to the number of the material, the key of the business object in the ERP, and following the getList method with its 10 parameters. These are the data types. Coincidentally, the structured data types created automatically and a 4-character. The GX Enterprise Session Manager object is imported the first time that we import any BAPI. It's used to enable our connection to the ERP in runtime, as well as to allow saving of the changes we make, through BAPIs, in the ERP's database by committing the information. In our SAP material get list procedure, the first thing we have to do is to be connected, which we will do in the next video.